Today I'm going to turn Minecraft mobs into LABUBUS characters. Well, for those who don't know what LABUBU is, they are some plush teddy bears that have recently become famous. Here in front I have 6 variations of LABUBUS, and we're obviously going to start with the first one. He is a simpler version, without clothes, just the doll itself. And he really reminds me of a pink sheep. So I'm going to use that sheep to turn into LABUBU. And for me to be able to transform it, here in my inventory, I have 2 new items from the channel. If I shoot this pistol at the sheep, it disappeared from there. But if I take this item here called Model Maker, I will spawn this machine. And now I just have to come with the little gun there and spawn it inside. Well, so here in the 3D editing application, I'm going to select the sheep. Well, it's already here without wool, but what matters is that we're going to create a base from scratch. I'm going to add a cube here and stretch it to be like LABUBU's belly, more or less like that. Now the top part, duplicate and pull down. Every LABUBU has the same body. What really changes is the clothes he wears. So I can do like that time I created the Sprunkies. His base here, look, will be the same for all of them. I'm only going to change his outfit later because there are several LABUBUs with different outfits, right? So here I'm gonna make his hood like this, then duplicate once more for us to finish the head part. I'm gonna make a texture here. Here's gonna be the face. And this first one, he wears a pink outfit. He's all in pink. And now to make the texture, it's really easy. I'm going to use different shades of pink. For example, darker ones to make the shadows and lighter ones to make the lighting part. Now I'm going to add his foot here. Stretch again. And the toes. Pull. Duplicate, duplicate. The arm, the hand, and his fingers. Now we just need LABUBU's ear. Click here, copy, and perfect. And now back in Minecraft, I'll come here and... Okay, our LABUBU is ready. And not only the pink LABUBU, but I also created other colors of LABUBUs. But that was just the first. I can also paint these LABUBUS in other colors. And look, he looks very cute also walking around the world. But we still have all these other LABUBUS here, look, that have special outfits. And I'm really excited to make this Halloween one because Halloween is one of my favorite shows. But before we go to the next one, I'm going to choose a place near this village to create a mini habitat where our LABUBU will be living. And done. This was the first mod and the first habitat of this new series on the channel. Every model I make will have the name of a subscriber here on the channel. And the first subscriber of this series will be Isaac. And now the next LABUBU we're going to make will be this one. And to make the second LABUBU, now I'm going to use the chicken. So, okay, grab it here. And now in the application we choose the chicken. And I can delete all these parts of it. Remember I told you earlier that each LABUBU would have a base. The only difference between them is that each one will have some accessories. So, for example, I'm going to add a base here to make this LABUBU's hat. He has this little hat here. Look, that goes lower and a design right in the middle. I'm going to paint the hat more or less the color it is there, like this. And then here in the middle, I'm going to make that design. Then here I'm going to add the clothes, the pants, stretch here, duplicate, and then here in the middle of his clothes has another sticker and then a belt holding the clothes. Stretch here, duplicate, pull to the side. And in this part here, there is a little flower. Now I'm going to fix the texture. Add a detail here on the flower. And his clothes I'm going to make with blue details. And now there's only one more difference between this LABUBU here, who is pink, and the LABUBU in the image is white plush. And perfect. Now he is ready. Here in Minecraft, I'm going to bring my model machine closer to the village. I'll place it here, look, and done. Now the models will stay close to the scenes. And the result of our second LABUBU turned out like this. Look how cool he is. By the way, don't forget to comment below what you think and give a rating to the LABUBU so far. Well, I think my rating for him is an 8-9. I like the details. His little face turned out round in the style I like. And the texture is also very pretty. There are still 4 LABUBUs for us to make in this video. But first, I'm going to create a scene for our gardener LABUBU to stay. I made a habitat as if it were a place where there are flower plantations. And look at this, it turned out really cool. And as I said before, every mob I create in this series, I will give the name of a subscriber. So okay, if I come here, and if you also want to have your name written forever on a mob here on the channel, just comment below that you want to appear, and I will put your name here. We are ready to go to LABUBU number 3. I don't know exactly what I can transform him into. He has more brown fur color, so I think I can turn him into the cow. I don't know, whatever. Perfect, I can delete her. Why? I already have our LABUBU base. The first thing I'm gonna do for this LABUBU is to add this base down here. Stretch here, add a wheel, duplicate again and again. You must have wondered why Labubu is on a skateboard, since there is no skateboard here. But in this version of Labubu, yes, he's on a skateboard in the original toy. At least that's what I found on the internet. I don't know if it's right, but he looks like that. Now I'm gonna come here and create an octagon to be his hat. Like this here, look, you'll understand soon. I'll place it here, duplicate, pull up, reduce, duplicate, pull up, and reduce again. Now take this, position it on his head, and I'll just paint it, alternating between blue and red. Like this, I'm gonna stretch the cap's visor here on the side. And now we can go to the pants. Duplicate. The shirt, it's a white shirt full of drawings. And in the middle, it looks like it's a bunny with a red thing. Look, I tried to draw it the best I could. One more, and the other arm of the shirt. Stretch here, and now we just need to add the correct fur color. Perfect. Okay, we already have the Labubu here inside Minecraft. Okay, let's see how he looks here inside. He is a cow, so, okay, cool, he looks really good. He's on the skateboard, and his walking animation is like he's actually riding a skateboard, look. The others I had rated like 8, but I think this one deserves a 9 or a 10. Comment below what you think about them. And as always, before we go to the next one, I'm also going to create a habitat for our skateboard Labubu to live. I made a little city. Since he's a skater, nothing more interesting than letting him skate on the city streets. Now, a subscriber will receive the name of the mob. I'm going to place the name tag here and done. If you want to appear, don't forget to comment below. And well, I think we can go to the next one. And the next Labubu we're going to create is this purple one. And I'm gonna turn him into the Enderman. Since he's purple, I think it might match. Okay, so let me come here, grab this Enderman. Well, as always, I already have the base of Labubu, and I'm just gonna add a denim jacket to him, like the one that Labubu is wearing. You can see that it has some details here, like pockets, buttons, but on the back, there's this piece of fabric here, look. So I'm going to do this. Stretch here, one more, and another. Now I pull it here to make a smoother shape, select, duplicate, and I'll rotate it to place it behind Labubu. And it looks like that piece of fabric that will appear here in the front. Look, it'll only appear like this. Then come here and duplicate to the other side. And he also has buttons and pockets in the front. Add a button, duplicate upward. Now the pocket detail, duplicate. Pull here and here. Select all of this. Duplicate to the side and just change the color of the Labubu. And okay, he's all set here in Minecraft. And look, this is how the Labubu turned out here in Minecraft. Transformed into the Enderman. He's not one of my favorites, but I liked him a lot. So I think a score of 7 is fair. Since he's an Enderman, if I look more or less here, it would be like the Enderman's face, right? Oh, he gets mad at me. Get out. Okay, get out of here, get out of here. And as always, I also created a map for him. I placed a more purple style, like a magic castle. Since he has this purple vibe and such, I think it fits. Don't forget to comment below what you thought about this Labubu. As I said, I'll give it a 7. I'm going to place the name of the next subscriber. And okay, comment below if you want to appear in the next video. And now we're going to the second to last Labubu. And the second to last one we're going to create will be this one. So to make this Labubu, I'm going to use a llama. Okay, I already have the Labubu base here. And I'm going to do the following. Paint him white. And I'll add that outfit of his, which is a slightly more stylish outfit. I don't know exactly which version of Labubu this is, but he has a little hat, scarf, and a winter outfit. I'm going to put his little shoe here. And now the winter coat. Add a detail, the sleeve. Now the detail. Duplicate and pull again. And up here, the collar, the beginning of the scarf. And stretch here too. Pull here like a belt, where his little bag will be. And lastly, we can't forget his hat. I'm going to stretch a hat here and create the edges. And perfect, this is how he turned out here in Minecraft. And now let's see his details closely here, look. Okay, cool. I think the colors matched with the llama. Since it has kind of a beige color, it looked really good. Probably my real favorite will be the last one, the Halloween one. But first we have to give a score and make the habitat for him to live. Well, I think this one can be a 10. Yeah, it's gonna be a 10. Comment below what you thought. And I created a space for him to live focused on beige colors. Well, the only block of this color more or less is from the end. So I used end blocks. And obviously this one will also have the name of a subscriber who commented on the last video. Wow, what a long name. But okay, if you want to appear, comment below, because now it's already the last one. And my favorite, because it's Halloween. Well, if there was a Christmas one, it would probably also be my favorite, because I like both. But I'm obviously going to turn the Halloween one into a witch, right? Since it makes total sense. So let me capture her, and now let's go. I'm already here with the base. The first thing I'm going to do is paint him another color, more or less like this. Look, a slightly lighter pink, like this. Here it won't show much, because there will be the little hat. Pull here, and the Halloween dress detail. Now pull here, stretch, duplicate, pull up, rotate, take this one, duplicate, and rotate to the other side. Pull on the button, duplicate this button, pull up, and again. Stretch here, and one more. And lastly, since the dress is ready, only the witch hat is missing. There's also a little flower there. And to make this hat, I'll come here and create a circle, just like I did for the skater's cap before. The circle already came in this color here, so I'm going to scale it up a little. Duplicate, pull up, and this one, I'll grab the texture and change the color to orange. Then we alternate between black and orange. Look, take this one, duplicate, move it up and reduce. Take this one, move it up, and just keep doing this sequence. And the last one, and now with the hat ready, I'll add the flower here. One more. And it's done. And I think this one turned out the best of all. As I said, my Halloween favorite. My score for this one will also be 10 because I really like it. Well, before these witches kill me, let me get them out of here. Otherwise, they'll end up killing me. Comment this score below too for this one, because now I'm going to make a Halloween-inspired scene for her in this orange style. And look, it turned out really cool. Definitely my favorite scene. Comment below who else really likes Halloween, because I do. Now it will be the last name of a subscriber here on the channel. In this case, it's 2, right? Emmanuel and her brother Isaac. Let's go. And all done. This was the last character of all the LABUBUS we created in this video. Don't forget to comment your favorite.